And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down the tunnel earlier on. And now it's all about getting a win on their home court. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And, Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Bogdanovich out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Ivy in at the point guard. And for Chicago, DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. Ball and Levine are the guard set. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vuce in 20. During a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent, that's a refreshing approach.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drive. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
13 feet away. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
Find the lane. Find the lane. Good shot.
That's good from Cunningham. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg, on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots and putting turnovers in. As the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
Pass the ball. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Cunningham outside from 12 feet out. Chicago grabs the miss.
That's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Cleveland.
Yeah, and you hate to lose the kind of game where it just seems like it gets away from you. They play good basketball for most of it, but then just collapse and open that door for the comeback.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Knocked loose, stolen by Ball. DeRozan for three. The rebound by Ivy.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Man, guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush, and boy, does he get up quick.
Cunningham's shot is off. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Trailblazers. Another miss by DeRozan. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Shot to stop the run, and Cunningham with the slam.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
Basket counts. As the season rolls on, Brent, how do squads manage to preserve momentum and energy and keep themselves fired up?
Yeah, you got to challenge yourself, Kevin, to try to continue to be consistently good. And I think that's what you're talking about here is the standard with which you play is going to help you continue to get wins because you expect that from one another.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Offensive rebound. The Bulls leading by 8. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pistons have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
Now Cunningham. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. 8 feet away, and he drops that one in. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, really nothing you could do. Cunningham burying that shot over the difficult defense.
Pistons trail by 8. Inside. And Cunningham with the slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Chicago making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Patrick Williams. And it's Dragic in for Lonzo Ball. Detroit also making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. Burks comes in for Cunningham. And Hayes subbed in for Ivy. It's stolen by Dragic. An easy 2 points on the way.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Bay. To the middle. It's deflected. The shot missing. Great D that time from Vucevic. From deep. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. And Levine throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. And the pass to Bagley. Here's Stewart. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Stewart really valued for the energy he brings to the game. That and that 7'4" wingspan, that makes a lot of things happen.
Pistons trail by 11. Here's Hayes. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Pistons ball.
.35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Bagley. Back to Hayes. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
.20 seconds left here in the first quarter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
It's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
On its way from Burks for 2. And so it's Chicago holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Please give a big round of applause.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Ball and Levine are the guard set. Green is out there with DeRozan. And it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's Levine. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pistons shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Here's Ball. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Now here's Ivy. Guarded closely. Pass to Stewart. Here's Cunningham. And no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year he cut back on the turnovers. And boy, he's still young. And there's still tons of upside to be had.
Ball gets to DeRozan. Lays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got 11.
And talk about a strong finisher. DeRozan will challenge anyone when he's looking to score.
Stewart. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And now the first timeout call here for the Bulls. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens. Knox getting up there and showing the power he possesses.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. It's a 13-point game. Green breaking loose, and DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Vucevic.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Brent, nowadays there are so many options for the great high school basketball player in this country and overseas. Do you see the G League Ignite in similar ways as a positive overall?
Well, I think right now you'd have to say that the G League Ignite has been a successful experiment, and that run is going to continue. Get guys like Jalen Green, who was drafted by the Houston Rockets and came in and had a sensational rookie season. That pathway has led him there. So I think they're doing a good job. The interesting thing, Kevin, to talk about is what colleges have done in response to that and what's going on in the NIL space. How does that change the dynamic in the future?
On defense, Chicago. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Bogdanovic. That shot off. Great D that time from Green. White, good. White's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now, here's Stewart. He's got 6. Back to Cunningham. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. If those teams has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. Lead away. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 6 points.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Chicago making some changes. Andre Drummond comes in for Javonte Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Hayes, he's checked in for Ivy. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Now, here's Vucevic. Following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Vucevic with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Hayes the pass to Knox. Now Cunningham. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Knox has got 5 points now this quarter.
The offense is going to get a little bit more lethal with Knox being able to hit that.
Pistons trail by 18. 51 seconds left in the first half. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Alec Burks comes in for Cunningham.
Duren. Alec Burks.
Here's Duren. Rebound by the Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
Now, here's Burks. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. 29 seconds left here in the second. And DeRozan kicks to Vucevic. Drummond trying to get himself free. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from DeRozan.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And Hayes sticking with his shot that time. The defense closing in around him.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Hayes. So both teams changing it up here. Hayes hits them both.
It's exciting to look at a young player like Killian Hayes, who's got a lot of raw potential and is still fighting to find his way and how he's going to make solid contributions to his team.
And Vucevic throws it down.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And so the Chicago Bulls controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
Boys active hands in the defensive end and really got us all hyped up. And, you translate to the offensive end as well, too. So, we're looking real good right now. We just got to fit together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
And Shaq, how about what you saw from the Pistons?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into this. He needs to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And Detroit looking at who they can. Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ivy in at the 1. Here's the teardrop. And the layup good by Bay. Bay's got his first points of the night.
Bay can use a mix of power and finesse. He gets that close.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
Nice D from Williams.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
And now here comes Williams leading the break. Here's Ball. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Thank you to the Bulls kids. One more big round of applause.
On defense, the Bulls, and is going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Goes up on the high post. They get the rebound. Bogdanovich.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Missed inside. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
But only the first miss of the second half. They come out here with authority.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And getting that rebound and getting off the floor that quick, that's impressive stuff from Isaiah.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Count that one. Stewart's got 4 points this quarter.
And will they adjust the offense here? Stewart getting the job done. Will they start to go down and feed him more? We'll see.
Stewart with the steal. Got a piece of it. Right wing. Bay wide open, and he fires. Tries again. No good that time. Good tee by Williams. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Chicago. The shot's good. Now that's 17 points for DeMar DeRozan.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Williams throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Pass to Ivy. Elbow shot is on the way. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And it's Vucevic missing. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Ivy dishes to Cunningham.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Here's Stewart. Count that one as his 7th bank in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And it's not going to rattle Stewart if you don't give him enough contact. Just went right through it.
And it's good. 2 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And, well, Detroit shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. It's stolen by Vucevic. And he drops it in from the low post. Vucevic has got 22. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Kobe White, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Dragic in for Lonzo Ball. Ivy with the bucket.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
1:11 left in the 3rd quarter.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Saddiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch and shoot triples made in the NBA. Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Noel passes to Cunningham. Stewart trying to get open. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Noel.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade, just really confident getting into that J.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Stewart. Noel down low. He's guarded by Williams. And Noel kicks to Stewart. Shoots over Vucevic. The pass to Ivy. 6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Cunningham. Goes up again. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
From deep. And that one released in time, but no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Rolls ahead, running away with it. And we've got more NBA action on. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Backcourt pair for them is Caruso and Dosunmu. Green is out there with Vucevic, and it's Drummond in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Burks. Here's Knox. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Vucevic shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own calls. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
And the Pistons with possession. Passes to Knox. Stewart with it, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Drummond right there just staying active on the defensive end, collects another block.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the Pistons making a change here. Bagley's checked in. Now here's Hayes, defended by Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Bagley. A 3-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Dosunmu, shot's good.
This is when the game slows down for a big man like Andre Drummond. He can make those kind of plays.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's Hayes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And Killian Hayes, born in America, yet didn't play high school basketball. That's unheard of.
Well, Killian's dad played a bunch of years in Europe, and he really loved his time in France, so he believed the best way for Killian to develop his game was to play pro ball in France.
And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Here's Burks. No good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with it. Here's Vucevic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. When he does that, this guy can dominate.
Second team foul. At the line for
free throw drops for Vucevic. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Well, the mid-range not really his go-to, but a soft touch on that one.
The Pistons have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Duren. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Green. Vucevic has got 7 points for the quarter. The Pistons shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Burks, the pass to Bagley. Over Green. Bagley, no good. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Takes the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Vucevic has got 34 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the Bulls making a change here. Jones has checked in, and a switcher also for Detroit. Joseph's checked in.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Pass to Burks. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Dosunmu, shot's good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Here's Vucevic, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Joseph, the pass to Knox. Now Bagley. Over Drummond. Bagley, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing 2 bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Kicks it out to Jones. To the left wing. Here's Drummond. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Drummond's got 4 points this quarter.
It's exactly the shot they're looking for.
Pass to Burks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Alec Burks is at over a decade in the league. One of the more reliable guards that we have.
At some point, I believe that Alec Burks is going to be on the team that's doing bigger things. Because of that consistency, he's going to become a more valuable piece. I mean, he shoots it well from 3. He got his big contract in 2021, but it hasn't changed that consistency that he plays with.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Vucevic.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
The Pistons making a change here. Hayes is checked in, and it's White missing.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the paint, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You can really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Javonte Green, first personal foul. Fourth
that free throw good from Hayes.
Shooting for Detroit, Killian Hayes. 2 shots.
Hayes hits them both. Now the Bulls with it. Dragic dishes to Jones. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Poked away. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game, and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Zach. There's been some tough losses of late, but tonight you got the win. How resilient is your group?
You got to be a pro. You got to come out here and do what we got to do our job. And, we find out we had to get this win. We got to stop losing these games so we can win. And, we got to get back on track.
Well, this is step one, man, in that process. So congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.